Hi everyone, this is Patrick back at the offices for Asmodee Editions, and today we're sitting with Jean-Louis and Régis from Libellud, game designers of the very popular Dixit, a game that won 17 awards worldwide, including the most coveted Spiel des Jahres game award in Germany. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming in to sit with us. Let's talk about Dixit. Huge hit. It works with gamers, non-gamers, everybody seems to love it. Where did the idea come from? Say it in French.
On pouvait utiliser des images à la place des définitions.
Okay, so your idea was to use images instead of words in the dictionary.
Yes.
To take out the need to write, and just it would speed the game up as well, I would guess. As well.
Yeah. But it was very difficult because I had no pictures to play.
So what did you use? What did you use for pictures?
I have two children. They read magazine, and each month there were 4 pictures at the end of the magazine. You can detach it.
Cut out, tear out,
yes.
Tear out the pictures.
And there were very poetic pictures. Because they were painted à partir de s'inspirant de à partir de
They were inspired by
Jacques Prévert, is a French poet.
Oh, okay, so they were inspired by Jacques Prévert,
yes.
The French poet.
Ouais.
It's okay, that's great.
And well, when I had about 50 pictures, I could make I could play the prototype.
The prototype, right?
Prototype, and the adventure began.
That is, it's amazing that you actually kept the concept for 10 years.
Yes.
And you kept working.
It was very long.
Thinking about it. It was a very long development.
Yeah.
Was the interaction that happens in the game already in your head, or was that a bit of a surprise? Because the game is very, the level of interaction is actually quite deep for what is basically a party game. Was that a conscious thing, or did it sort of evolve just out of the rules?
Well, after, when I began to play the prototype, I remarked that the players, all kind of players, enjoyed to play this game. Even people who never played.
So people who never played games were actually playing.
Yeah. My mother, never played in her life, but when I played this game, the prototype, she enjoyed and wanted to play again, and other people like her, women, and Régis. I met Régis in a salon.
In a game show.
Game show, and we became friends because he curated games too, like me. And when we played together with other games, he said to me, "Well, this game a comment dire, un fort potentiel."
This was great. You saw a big potential for this game.
Yes. But at the beginning, I didn't think that. When I thought to the rules, I didn't know.
You had no clue that it was going to be this broad, this big.
Not at all.
How did you come about the idea of the artwork? Did you work together to find? How did you go about it? Because the art is one of the things that initially draws people into the game. Until they play it, then they realize that, wow, this is a great game. How did you go about finding the art? If you want to answer in French too, by the way, I can translate.
On a travaillé en fait ensemble avec Jean-Louis pour designer le thème de chaque carte en fait, et on s'imposait un cahier des charges très précis, en essayant d'aborder un thème, des émotions, et que ça soit, que tout ça puisse se recouper quoi.
Okay, so what you're saying, I'll translate for everybody, is that you actually worked on the theme for each card. It wasn't randomly derived, like you actually had either an idea for an emotion or something you were trying to communicate, so that the cards are actually very like there's a logic almost to them and a continuity of all the cards. That is, see, that I've never picked up on that because there's so many ways that they can be interpreted. That which is the beauty of the game. You know, you can play a card and people will come up with widely different ideas. Was that really your intention at the beginning?
Yes.
Now
it was the main idea, the main aim to ouvrir l'imaginaire des gens.
You wanted to get people using their imaginations. You wanted to.
Donc each picture had to be interpreted different niveau.
The different levels of interpretation for each picture, and I think it works.
With many details, perhaps.
No, it definitely works. I mean, after hundreds of games, I'm always surprised at how people will interpret certain cards. Now, the game was so popular that you've already released Dixit 2, which was an expansion with an extra 84 cards in the set. And now, apparently, there's Dixit 3.
Yes, Dixit Odyssey.
Dixit Odyssey. Okay, so what's different with Dixit Odyssey? You know, it's a standalone game. It's not an expansion.
Yes.
Okay, so what's going to be different about this?
Alors, ça sera déjà, il y aura en termes de l'univers graphique, il n'y aura plus que Marie-Pierre aux commandes. Il y aura aussi Pierrot, illustrateur notamment de Dice Stone, Ghost Story, qui s'occupait du dessin, et Marie qui s'occupe de la colorisation. Ce qui fait que tout en ayant un univers graphique un petit peu différent, on reste dans la continuité. Ça, c'est le premier point.
The quick translation is there's going to be new art by Pierrot, who is the artist for Dice Town and Ghost Stories, and Marie Cardois, who is the artist on the original game, will be doing the coloring and the inking for the new illustrations. So there'll be a continuity in the look of the game. So the game won't look completely different. How are the rules going to be different? Are there going to be new rules, or what else is coming?
Alors déjà, la première nouveauté, c'est qu'on va pouvoir jouer déjà aux règles de Dixit de base jusqu'à 12 joueurs. Ça, c'est la première nouveauté. Et après, on a proposé aussi 2 variantes qui seront des règles optionnelles, aussi une autre façon de jouer à Dixit, une version par équipe et une version qu'on appelle Dixit Party, qui sera beaucoup plus simple, facile, rapide que le Dixit de base. Voilà, donc ça, c'est la nouveauté au niveau des règles.
Well, what Régis is saying is that Dixit Odyssey will be playable by up to 12 people simultaneously, which sounds absolutely crazy. And plus you can also play with the original rules as well. And there will be two variants. One which is a speedier, faster, simplified game.
Dixit Party.
Dixit Party, okay. And what was the other variant was?
Par équipe.
Oh, the team play as well, which I can see can make this really explode. I mean, this could be a really fun party game for larger crowds. Oh, and the theme as well, yes. What is the theme going to be different than the original?
L'univers graphique va être un petit peu différent. On part à la découverte en fait de nouveaux mondes. Donc il y a plus de créatures fantastiques, de mondes imaginaires. Donc là, cette fois-ci, par rapport au Dixit 1 ou Dixit 2, il y a vraiment une thématique qui a été donnée pour l'ensemble des cartes. Donc il y a un vrai monde qui est proposé aux acheteurs du jeu.
So you're saying the theme in this particular version is going to be more exploration, fantasy realms. Is it going to be darker? Is it going to be more light? No, it's not going to be darker.
It's the
same light, sort of fun. Listen, I want to thank you both for coming down and visit us. I know it was a long flight and you're jet lagged, and we wish you all the best of success, and we hope you have a good trip home.
So thank you very much, and see you soon.